Good afternoon, everyone. On this Monday afternoon, just another manic Monday, as they say, or as the Bangles said, hey? Yo, that was long ago. Yeah, guys, sure, quite an evening we had last night, eh? Our president, Cyril Ramaphosa, addressed the nation at about 8 p.m. last night. And yeah, the Sunday Times gave a little bit of an indication. They obviously have some inside info on what was going to be discussed and how regulations were going to be changed and amended. And that's pretty much exactly what happened here. It honestly felt like we were a bunch of school kids getting a lecture or getting crapped on by our principal. Hey, saw a side of Cyril last night that we haven't seen before, really. Hey, he wasn't in the mood for any jokes, and it was actually a side of him that I think maybe was also shown during the Marikana incident that there's a lot of speculation about. But he came down hard in South Africa. He was not at all happy or impressed with the way that we've handled the advanced level 3 or the level 3 lockdowns, and he decided to crack the whip. So with immediate effect, alcohol has been banned. So no more alcohol, guys. Alcohol is out the question. All the bottle stores and restaurants and places that have stocked up, yep, you can lock that stuff away, hey, for at least 8 weeks. It is gone. And also he spoke quite extensively about the safety measures that they are trying to enforce, like wearing masks and social distancing and sanitizing and washing your hands and all those things. And he even gave examples of masks, cloth mask, use your t-shirt, use whatever you can to cover your nose and face. And yeah, guys, like I always say, if it minimizes a risk by 5%, it's better than zero. And it's about other people, not yourself. Just get that through your heads, guys. Wearing that mask is about others, not about you. Once you understand that, you understand everything. So and he also like my post earlier about the taxis, hey, they threw their toys and got their own way. So guys, what does that tell you, hey? That seems to tell you that in South Africa, if you want your own way, you got to throw your toys and go and strike and cause mayhem and don't obey the rules of law, and you seem to get what you want, while the rest of us send legal letters and beg and go to court and do those kinds of things. The taxis just take the government by the throat. So effectively, also you can now pack a taxi to 100% capacity, which means along the way and dropping off and collecting people catching taxis, you can have more than 200 or 300 people a day in a taxi, through all of its loads. So guys, that's definitely going to be a COVID central point. And also which also comes to mind with taxis is that's where you can go and meet your parents and your family members. You can rent a taxi for the day and go on an outing with your family and with your loved ones and with your friends, because you're not allowed to go and visit your family, guys. You cannot go and visit your family at their houses whatsoever. There's a 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. curfew, but visiting friends and family is totally out of the question. It is not allowed. So difficult one, guys, unless you do it in a taxi, or you can go to a restaurant. You can go to a restaurant and meet up with your family there, nothing wrong. Hey, you can come to my restaurant and meet up with your family. Awesome. And I'm not advertising. I'm just saying you can if you want to. I've got a space for you for a family meeting. Guys, a lot of it doesn't make sense, hey? But I've said this many times before, a lot of what the government does doesn't make sense. And, if only these guys had just taken the route that places like Japan and other countries that adopted strict social distancing and mask policies did and enforced it, and they kept the economies open. Japan, I use an example because they enforced social distancing, sanitizing, and enforced mask wearing in public. If you left your house, you had your mask on. And guys, they've got corona under control. We, on the other hand, we were up shit creek, guys. Yeah, it's not a funny thing. I laugh nervously, but yeah, the infection rate, we in the top 10 infection rate in the world now, and climbing. So yeah, that's the story, guys. That's my news for today. Hope you all have a good Monday afternoon, and yeah, guys, mask up, sanitize, and keep safe. And yeah, let's take care of our older generations. They're the guys that are most susceptible to this illness. So yeah, mask up and think of them. Peace and love.